want to introduce you to our next speaker. Michelle is a licensed ordained minister with Centers for Spiritual Living and has 30 years of nonprofit executive experience serving as CEO, executive director, and director of organizational development, as well as consulting. Her purpose in life is to be of service, aligned with her divine purpose. She is currently the executive director for Centers for Spiritual Living. I'm going to pause for applause there. She resides in Ashland, Oregon. Her hobbies are hiking, traveling, and enjoying time with her friends and family. She is mom to 2 grown sons, Michael and Ryan, who bring great joy into her life. And I have to say a personal something, because Michelle was my student all the way through practitioner training. And somehow, I don't understand it, I attract smart aleck rebellious students. It's so hard to believe, and yet it's true, and Michelle was right at the top of the list of rebellious smart aleck students. That said, she is smart as a whip. Please welcome Michelle, Reverend Michelle Arellano.
Just have to say what an honor it is to be here with all of you, to be in this space and to be celebrating love and Centers for Spiritual Living. So welcome. We do have an amazing convention for you. We have Dr. Sean Wright. Come on, right? Like, we've been following him all year. Like, we had it in our directors team, and we're working the pivots out together, and we had the ministers and practitioners, and then we opened the book study to the entire field. And there's layers, like you read it, and then you read it again, and then you listen to it, and I learn every time. I learn every time, and I'm still learning. And to be able to learn together, what a blessing that is. We are definitely better together. So I want to do a thank you for our events team, our Charleston Task Force, led by our spiritual leader, Reverend Sunny, and to BDI for putting this on and getting it all together for us. We've had a lot of love. You know, BDI just makes it look easy. They just make it look easy. They're always, always there for us. So in thinking about the theme, so we have so many different themes happening. So we have our global themes. We have the Grand Rising, right? Like the Grand Rising. We have divine discomfort happening, divine discomfort. And just a shout out to Dr. Andriette for her daily guide. Because, woo, 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 woo. It is deep and wide and heart-opening. Every morning I read it, and she will be doing a 10-minute power talk. So that'll be a blessing. And this soul to soul to soul and lighting the way for love. There is so many pieces moving through, you know, change happening and things stirred up. And in that stirring, it can be challenging. You know, it's the chaos before as change happens and comes out the other side. And this pulse, this love, this openness to ensuring that everybody has a voice and that everybody feels included and that everybody's seen, and moving into that space, and this convention really taking a stance for that. celebrating Black history in our general session. And this is the first time that we're officially doing that, and big shout out to the Charleston Task Force for really, they even set the stage coming in, saying, let's show up for a force of love. Let's show up as that. Let's bring that energy. Let's bring our love to this space. And as I have reflected, I'm a year in. So as I reflected on the past year, there's a lot of things that we wanted to do that we didn't get done yet. And there's so many more things to do. And for me, I was like, oh, there's so much more I want to do. And yet I look back and I see there's so much that has been done. There's so much that has been done between our communities, my incredible team. They are pillars when it comes to supporting our organization. The love and the care and the experience that they bring has helped propel us this past year. And then for everybody to step in different places and take on this embracing of this new day and embracing of our global vision of making a world that works for everyone. Truly, truly that works for everyone. And so I was kind of grappling with it all and finding my big why for the year. I like to do that refresh button. And I had a breakthrough last weekend in the bathtub. It was a revelational breakthrough. Something about showers, bathtubs, breakthroughs, I don't know, it just comes through. And I felt the push-pull of change. And I felt the people that are really struggling with it. And I saw it kind of in this arch. And those that were struggling were like on this side of the arch and just wanting to go back to comfort zone. And just the way it was, which it was beautiful. We're building each time, and there was beautiful pieces in all of it. And then the middle of the arch, and those that are really ready to jump over into the new change. And the other end of the arch where they're running out there like, let's go, come on, people, wake up, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I've been feeling that a lot. I think a lot of us do. And what I felt is I just felt myself sending this unconditional love to the entire arch. And meeting people where they're at and seeing our interconnection and our oneness and seeing that that is who we are, is to love each other where we're at. Not that we're gonna not keep moving, but to love each other where we're at. And one of the things that I've been thinking about, and actually we talked about at the Leadership Council meeting today, actually Io brought it up, is to be reaching our hand out and helping people come along, holding hands and connecting with each other. And I also got a visual of us locking arms together as we're moving forward together as an organization. And as I felt myself loving this arch and just holding it in this unconditional love, I could feel my hands kind of coming back to me. And there's those parts in me that sometimes just want to crawl back into bed and put the covers over my head and be like, that's been enough change this week. To being in the middle and like climbing over the wall or the bridge to get back to the other side to change. To out here, which I think Alice knows very well, let's go. There's so much wonderfulness that we're moving into. And I just bless those parts inside of me and thought about the inner outer, the inner outer as we're moving into these spaces. And then I thought to myself, what is the main ingredient that brings us together as this beautiful Centers for Spiritual Living family? And what I felt was this love, this like, and not this like airy-fairy love, like this fierce, unconditional love. Fierce, unwavering love that we all have for each other, that we're connected together in that kind of love. And I thought, yes, I think we all know that. And then I thought, well, what else is there? And what came to me, which was really heart-opening for me, was to believe. To believe in myself, to believe in you, to believe in all of us, and to believe that we're all moving forward together into something really incredibly amazing. Really, truly speaking to a world that works for everyone, and everyone having a voice in that. And taking that out into the world in a more powerful way than we ever have before. And I'm in a class right now with Reverend Elijah, and my project in the class, he asked me to come up with a theme song. And it's, I believe in everything. Because in believing in everything, I know everything has a place in that arch that I'm loving within me and within CSL, within the world. And holding it all in love, all the parts of me, all the parts of the world, and believing that we are all moving forward together. And believing in everything having a place, and knowing that love is going to take us forward. And so I don't have all the answers of what's next. I mean, our spiritual leader's coming up. I'm sure she'll have all the answers for us. So we'll take good notes. We'll write them down. But I know that I believe in you, and I believe in us. I believe in everything, and I believe we are moving forward together. So thank you. Love you. Welcome. Yeah.